In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the British pound futures as they're moving higher today. British pound futures reversing yesterday to come back and trade slightly higher yesterday, and now today we're seeing a continuation of the move higher with the British pound futures up about 0.75% at the 1.248 level. And with that, we are seeing the British pound futures moving back towards the recent highs, which also correspond with the highest levels for 2025. So we're at the top end of the range here for the beginning of this year. And when you look at the driving factors today, a couple things influencing the market. Number one, U.S. data this morning. JOLTS, job openings coming in below expectations. Again, a little bit less pressure is the perception on the labor market here in the U.S., and that's causing treasuries, at least a short of the curve, to rally and moving those yields lower, shifting the expectation, at least short term, for how the Fed might perceive this moving forward as the labor market does appear to be loosening up a little bit. Couple that with some of the trade concerns the last couple of sessions, and that seems to be working its way through the market as well. And that's putting some downside pressure on the U.S. dollar. So again, I think those are the components as to why we're seeing the British pound futures moving higher today. Now looking at the general trends, with this move higher back towards the highs for 2025, we are making a higher low, at least for the short term here, with the selling pressure yesterday and now moving back higher. So once again, as we challenge these levels, this is about the highest levels for the British pound over the last month. And when you look at the other major FX futures markets today, pretty much across the board, higher price action. Again, that labor market data, I think this morning, causing the dollar to sell off some and creating some buying pressure here for most of the major FX futures markets, where we're seeing the British pound experiencing some of the strongest buying pressure. But the euro's higher today, as well as the Canadian dollar. We're also the Australian dollar's higher, the Japanese yen higher. So pretty strong market here in the FX quadrant today as we continue to see some price action reversals from the last couple of sessions. In the case of the British pound, moving back up towards the high end of the range for 2025.